back for the next game of the Collegiate Cup on Arizona State University. You got Georgia Tech having to put the ASU's opening bowler Surya. Victory over George Washington University. He's been impressive in the regionals leading up to this Collegiate Cup. There's a deep third man in place to keep it to 1. 3 really good games. We're hoping for between these 2 really good sides. Short straight to the fielder though for a single. At the other ground, meanwhile, the University of Wisconsin-Madison convincingly by 9 wickets with 20 balls to spare. Getting their first win of the tournament are the Midwest champions. Mitansh, a half century there. He was brilliant in the Midwest Championship. Georgia Tech are 6 for no loss in 1 over currently. Vidyut and Deepesh, the batters out there. Surya with bowling a very economical first over, and Abdul sharing the new ball. Sliding down leg on that occasion. Abdul. He's been really impressive, Abdul, in the regionals. He's been one of their key bowlers. He's bowled well with the new ball and picked up wickets consistently, and he'd look to try and break this opening stand as well. Straight to backward point. And a pretty sedate start for Georgia Tech up till this point. ASU are yet to drop a game. They went unbeaten through the regionals in the West, and they beat GWU earlier today as well. A beautiful shot that guided through point for the first boundary of the game. Slightly short, slightly wide. He just rocks on the back foot and guides it through the vacant spaces for the first boundary. It is the batting power play, remember, so only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle for the first 3 overs. ASU coming off a win, Georgia Tech coming off a loss against the University of Pittsburgh. So it's a much more important game for Georgia Tech to try and win here, to try and get off the mark in this tournament. Hit through the leg side, and that's found a gap, and it's racing away. Has it gone to the boundary though? No. Good fielding from the fielder to pull that one back in. The ball's racing, but he does a good job to block the boundary. Lofted, edged away, wide of third man for a boundary. Not sure he was in complete control of that, but they'll take the boundary nonetheless. Deepesh with his first boundary now. I beg your pardon, that was Vidyut again. They're off to a pretty good start, Georgia Tech. 19 for no loss. In all the 3 games that have happened here, the sides batting first have won in the stadium. So any total that's imposing, maybe around 110 or 120, should definitely challenge ASU and keep Georgia Tech in the hunt. ASU have definitely shown glimpses of being a great, great side. They've played some outstanding cricket throughout this tournament. But a good total on the board can certainly put Georgia Tech in this game. Surya to continue. Oh, an excellent ball. Hitting that hard length, that good pace, hurrying the batters. He's been really impressive as Surya with both the bat and the ball. And he's doing a job for his side of the ball currently. Bowling a good pace and bowling a good hard length. That's never easy to hit. He always bowls 2 of the 3 power play overs, so never an easy roll. But he's doing it brilliantly. Swing and a miss. That ball just curved late after pitching as well, away from the batter. Interesting to see the batter coming down the track when there's already so much pace on the ball. Maybe to try and negate the swing a bit. But this is excellent bowling. Oh, he's got a hold of that though. And there's no one deep at long on, so just need to clear the infield, and he did. Still been a good over up to this point, just 5 off of it with 2 balls to go. Can he strike with a breakthrough though? His opening partnership's looking good so far for Georgia Tech. They'd love to break it. Soon will ASU. They wouldn't want to be chasing too many. We've seen that a good total on the board is always tough to chase down. So they'd want to be chasing something under 100 ideally. Oh, that's a good ball. Hitting that back of a length again. Think too high for the LBW, but that is the length. And he's hitting it perfectly, Surya. And although he's not picked up the wickets, he's been very economical. And he's looked really good as well. Last ball, the over, and the power play. Well, looks to charge down at the bowler and flick it away, but misses it yet again. Another brilliant over from Surya, just 5 off of it. He ends with none for 11 in 2 overs. Excellent bowling with the new ball. At the end of the power play, Georgia Tech are 24 for no loss. Straight to short mid-wicket. They'll come through for a quick single. It's a pretty sedate start from Georgia Tech. They've not lost a wicket yet, but they've not got themselves off to a flyer either. A run rate of just 8 at the moment. Oh, driven uppishly and over the infield and to the boundary for 4. Mid-off was up inside the ring, so he just needed to clear the infield, and he's done so for a boundary. A beautiful shot, that right off the middle, not looking to overhit it. The scoreboard moves to 31 now. It's been a good opening stand. Full on the pads, swinging in sharply, that one. Saw some good swing on that previous delivery there from Abdul. Last ball of his spell. An excellent ball. Full ball swinging in. A slight misfield allows them to come through for a single. Beg your pardon, there's still one more delivery to go in the over. .32 for no loss with a ball to go in the 4th. 8 off this over so far. Can he find the boundary? Full ball is played into the leg side, and long on gets round to it, but they'll come back for a couple. So that's the end of Abdul's spell. 4 gone is 34 for no loss. Just a fall of the first wicket for Georgia Tech. It's a short ball from Anshul, looking to pull it away was Vidyut. But it's taken by the fielder at long on. And the first one falls for Georgia Tech. Vidyut gone for 16. It's 34 for 1. Anshul striking very early in his spell. Punched into the offside. It's been a good over for the bowling side, this. Short ball looking to pull, that was the batter. And this time he's cleaned up. Missed the previous one as well. That thudded into his pads. But this time middle stump is taken apart. And Anshul has a second wicket in the over. What an over from Anshul. Getting both the set openers out. And now with 2 new batters in the crease, it's looking to be tough now for Georgia Tech. ASU showing why they're a quality side again. And now Georgia Tech in a bit of trouble at 37 for 2 here. Deepish gone for 17 from 14. And Anshul with a double strike. New batter in his Viraj. Last ball of the over. Well, that's a full toss. That's been spanked to the boundary over the cover region. So poor delivery from Anshul to end the over. But still, 2 wickets off of it and just 5 runs from it. Despite the boundary at the end. After 5, Georgia Tech 41 for 2. 41 for 2 and 5 Georgia Tech. They know they probably need to get a really good total, well above 100 against this ASU batting unit, which has proven to be a very deep batting unit with a lot of quality batters. Currently, they're not looking like they're going to go above 100. They need someone to step up and play a quick fire cameo here to try and power their way. Swallow the new bowler into the attack. This one's down the ground towards long on for a single. They've kept the Georgia Tech batters under control up till this point, have ASU. Can they continue doing so in these? A full toss. And that's slapped through the covers again for 4 more. Brings up the 50 for Georgia Tech. Another poor delivery, and it's been dispatched by Viraj. And that's back-to-back boundaries for him. The poor delivery and easy pickings for the batter. Needs to drag the length back, does Swar. Can he correct his length? A full toss again. Is that going to the boundary as well? And the fielder this time stops it with his leg, but he'll come back for a couple. Oh, and a misfield now, and another boundary for Viraj. That's poor fielding. Should have been stopped. Should have only been 1, but instead they get 4 for that. And Georgia Tech just getting going now. .56 for 2. They're getting going here in this innings. That's a good ball. That's the length Swar would want to be at. Blocked away, but still a very big over. Just the over Georgia Tech would have wanted. 15 off of it. Georgia Tech 56 for 2 and 6. The ASU Sun Devils would want to make sure they don't let go of the start that they've got. 56 for 2 in 6. Georgia Tech just getting a bit of a move on in the previous over. And they'd want to keep continuing. Anshul coming in though. Took 2 wickets in his first over. That gets Viraj back on strike though. He's hit 4 boundaries in his first 6 balls. He's looking good. He's going to have to continue finding the boundary on a consistent basis. It's not going to be easy against Anshul though. Punched into the offside for a quick single. Parth back on strike. Scooped. There's no fine leg, so looking to take advantage of the field, and they come back for a couple. $60 for 2, 21 deliveries to go in this innings. You'd think they'd at least need 100 to try and compete in this game. Steps down, doesn't quite get to the pitch of the ball or time it. But there is no fine leg, so it's vacant spaces, and they'll come back for 3. Anshul, 2 balls left in his spell. Driven this one, but straight to the cover fielder out there in the deep. The last ball of Anshul's spell. It's been a good one, 2 for 13. He's got both the wickets to fall and has controlled this middle phase so far. Oh, but that looks to be a good shot. And it's over the long on fielder all the way for 6. Probably the shot of the inning so far there. Excellent hit from Parth to end the over. A good one for the batting side. 14 off of it. Georgia Tech 70 for 2 in 7 overs. They're looking good for a total that they believe they can be able to defend. $70 for 2 and 7. The last 3 overs of the innings coming up. How many more can Georgia Tech manage against a strong ASU side? Sire, the new bowler. It's a good ball on a length around off stump. And just push through for a quick single. It's been a good partnership between these two though. Team was in a bit of trouble. They've bailed them out. They've played positive cricket as well. They've looked to attack the bowling, and that's led to their success. They need to continue going on, though. Another good delivery, back of a length, around that fourth stump, fifth stump line, and an overthrow allows them to come back for two. Can't be having overthrows like that. Already under a bit of pressure with some of the boundaries that have been scored in the last 2 overs. You'd want to try and back up your bowler. Try and save every run possible. 16 deliveries to go now in the innings. Oh, scooped, what a shot! Has it gone all the way? No, I think just inside, but a magnificent shot that. It was a full ball. Looked to be a premeditated shot. Got into position before the ball is delivered. And executed to perfection. No fine leg in place. He read the field perfectly and sent it to the boundary. Parth moves to 20 as well. Both these batters have been brilliant as they're taking their side to a formidable total. This one goes towards long off, goes wide of long off to the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Parth. This is some outstanding batting on show. Full and wide from Sayer on this occasion. And Parth just guides it to the left of the long off fielder, into the gap and to the boundary. And now they're really motoring along our Georgia Tech. 81 for 2. Another big over, already 11 off of it with 2 balls to go. How does Sayer respond? Oh, goes for the scoop again. Executes it again. No fine leg in place. And he finds that gap and gets another boundary. This is brilliant batting from Parth. He's getting into the bowler's head and he's just playing the field so very well. Look at that ball, an outside off stump, but he just covers the line of it and gets towards it and just scoops it towards the vacant region for 4 more. And now they put a deep fine leg in response to that, and that should open up another gap. This is brilliant batting. He's playing with the field at the moment. Last ball of the over. And that's cut away. Has he found the gap? Not quite, but they'll come back for a couple. A brilliant over yet again, though, for Georgia Tech. 17 off of it. They're 87 for 2 and 8. It's a stunning comeback after what looked to be a terrific start with the ball for the ASU Sun Devils. Georgia Tech have managed to fight their way back and are looking in a really good position to post a commanding score, which could be a challenge for ASU. .87 for 2 and 8. The last 2 overs coming up. This can be crucial in determining who goes happier to the innings break. And that slash, there's a fielder out there though. And it's taken at deep cover. And that's the end of a terrific partnership between these two. And Tanishq striking with his very first ball. Full and wide. Slashes it away, but straight to the fielder. And a good catch taken in the deep. the end of a good innings from Viraj though. 21 from just 10. Georgia Tech 87 for 3 now. New batter in his Devam. Just 10 deliveries to go. Just 10 deliveries to go in this innings. How many more can they manage? You'd think they'd want to get at least 105 or 110 from this position to try and put ASU under some asking rate pressure from the start. Sparth on strike. Oh, he goes straight. That's a magnificent shot down the ground for 4. Long off was pretty straight, but he goes even straighter and he drilled it so hard that the fielder had no chance. What a shot from Parth. He's playing a really good hand here. 34 from just 13. When the team was under pressure, he's stepping up. Tanish running in again. Oh, looking to repeat the shot, but this one off the under edge of the bat, just to short mid-wicket for a single. Devam back on strike. He just played the 1 ball. Oh, sliding down leg, poor delivery. And just needed some bat on it, and he gets it to the boundary. Full toss down leg. And that's just too easy for the batter. Just missing his length, missing his line there. Ball swinging in, carrying on with the angle. And that's just easy pickings for the batter. 98 for 3 now with 7 deliveries to go. Can they get to that 110 mark? We would be in for a great, great game if they can get to 110. Should be a really competitive total. And we've seen all the sides batting first win here. He's going to have to re-bowl that one. It's a wide. We've seen the teams batting first do so well here, but ASU have a really solid batting lineup. So you can expect the Sun Devils to come out with intent from ball 1. We're in for a thrilling, thrilling contest. But first we have to see how much Georgia Tech can manage in these next 7 deliveries. Last ball of the over. Oh, looked to be a slower one. Strike down the ground. Oh, they wanted to come back for 2, I think, to get Parth on strike for the last over. But they're not quite able to. The 100 up for Georgia Tech, though. It's 100 for 3 in 9 overs. How many can they manage off the last 6 balls? It's going to be a crucial last over in determining who goes into the innings break as the happier side. Last over of the first innings coming up. 100 for 3, Georgia Tech. And the last 6 deliveries. Sayer to bowl, the final one. Devam on strike. A short ball, and where's that gone? That's gone away to the third man boundary. I don't think he intended to get it anywhere near there. A full toss. I thought he was looking to pull that, but then backed out of the shot, and somehow he goes to the third man region for 4. And a no ball given by the umpire as well for waist height. Thought it was well above the waist, but it's given right now. And that's a free hit as well. The worst possible start for the bowling side. 5 free runs and a free hit now. Can they capitalize on it? 105 to score. Free hit coming up. Oh, looked to be a slower one, but wide given. So the free hit continues. Bowler under so much pressure now. It's the worst possible start to the over he could have dreamt of. And the free hit still in play now for the batter. Oh, he goes down the ground. Swing and a miss, so the free hit doesn't cost them anything. And another wide. He's looking to stay wide of the batter's arc, but just going too wide at the moment here. It's always a tough task bowling the final over. Unfortunately, it's not been the start he would have wanted. Already 7 runs off of it, and only 1 legal delivery bowled. 107 the total. Full ball. Pushed down to long on for a single, and that gets Parth back on strike, which is good for Georgia Tech. He's batted brilliantly so far. 35 from just 14 balls. A strike rate of 250. 4 balls left. Can he push them close to that 120 mark? 120 would be a really, really good score. Even though the ASU Sun Devils have a really good batting lineup. Oh, excellently bowled. Squeezed out. They're going to look to come back for 2 for Parth to keep strike, and they do so quite comfortably. They get to that 110 we were talking about. Been a good batting effort from Georgia Tech. Looked like they were going to fall short at one point. But Parth has ensured that they've got to a very reasonable total already. 3 balls to go. Well, that's flayed over the offside. Over backward point. There's no one there, and it races to the boundary. It's a good length ball, wide outside off stump. Not sure if he was intending for it to go there, but slices it away. And this is a lightning fast outfield. You get it over the infield, you're most likely going to get a boundary for it. 2 balls to go now, 114 on the board. Oh, excellently bowled in the block hole, but they're going to look to come back for 2 again, or almost went to the boundary. That timed it so well. Good stop from the fielder in the deep to keep it to 2. Showcasing some of his football skills with that one. 116 the score though with 1 to go. Parth 43 from just 17. It's been a stunning knock. It's been a captain's knock. Can he end it with a flourish? Well, it's a wide, so he's going to get another ball. Last ball, 117. Can he end with a flush and take it past 120? Oh, that's down the ground. There's a fielder. Oh, it's a tremendous effort at the boundary. What an effort from the fielder to save a certain maximum there. Saved 4 runs for his side, and who knows how important that will be looking at the end of the game. Brilliant, brilliant effort that. On the boundary line, the presence of mind to throw that good pace. Anshul, probably the pick of the bowlers, taking 2 wickets. But other than that, the last 5 overs completely belong to Georgia Tech as they post a very, very formidable 119 on the board. Well, the ASU Sun Devils, to maintain their clean record across the regionals and this Collegiate Cup so far, need to power down 120 in their 10 overs. It's going to be a cracking second half of this game coming up. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We're in for a thrilling contest. Hello, we are back for the chase here. Arizona State University taking on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech posting 119 on the board in their 10. ASU need 120 to win their second game of the competition. First ball from Atindra to Surya. Oh, and that's a beauty. Look to shape back in after pitching. Surya looking for the cut, but that just seemed too close to cut on that occasion. Be interesting to see how ASU approach this game. 120 is not going to be easy to chase down. Oh, it's a swing and a miss again. Might have kept a touch low as well. Surya expected it to bounce a bit more, but didn't bounce as high. It's been a good pitch to bat on throughout the day, across the different games. We've seen a first inning score around 125 to 130 nearly every game. But we've seen it not be chased down as well. Can we see the first successful chase in this ground for this tournament? It's a good start for the bowling side so far, though. 3 deliveries yet to get ball on bat. Lofted just over mid-on. Mid-on up inside the ring, and he just gets enough bat on it to get the first runs of the innings with a boundary to Surya. So full ball, swinging back in. Don't know if he got all of that, but the batting power play, meaning only 2 fielders are outside the circle. Mid-on was not one of them, so he just needed to clear him, and he got just enough to do that. Atindra running in again. Short and wide. Cut away. That goes like a tracer bullet to the boundary. There's a fielder out there at the deep cover region. Just had to move about 3 or 4 steps to get it, but he had no chance. That's how well he timed that and how hard he hit it. It was not far away from that fielder at all. But before he could even take 2 steps, the ball's at the boundary. Outstanding hit from Surya. He's been brilliant for the Sun Devils throughout. And he's off to a good start again. This time driven through the covers. 3 dot balls followed by 3 boundaries in a row. Another elegant looking shot. That's a beauty from Surya. Good link delivery. And just a beautiful shot right off the middle of the bat again. Through the gap. Picture perfect cover drive there from Surya. He's off to a good start. And so are the Sun Devils. It's 12 for no loss in 1. Right, a good start for ASU. They've started positively in this chase of 120. And we're heading towards a really, really tight game, it's looking like. This live broadcast of the Collegiate Cup, hosted by the Collegiate Cricket League, is made possible only by supporters of college cricket and viewers like you. Your contributions help bring the vision of college cricket to life by elevating student athletes and making live coverage, commentary, and new opportunities possible for the global cricket community. If you are enjoying this and would like to help us grow the game we love so much, please consider making a contribution at www.collegiatecricket.com. Once again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com. Even the smallest of contributions from you can make a big growth in the growth of college cricket in America. We're aiming to try and promote talent across the college circuit here in the United States, and your help can help us do that a lot better and bring out many more talents like the ones we're seeing on show and promote the growth of cricket in America at the college level. So please do support us if you can. We have a good game on our hands right here between one of the best teams we've seen, the ASU Sun Devils, and Georgia Tech, which is also a very, very promising team. We've seen some quality cricket from both these teams so far, and this clash is living up to the expectations and looks like it's gonna go down to the wire till the very last over. Pushed into the offside, into the gap between third man and backward point, and somehow that gets to the boundary. It was just a mere push, but that shot, short and wide, and just guides it into the gap. Pass backward point to the boundary. A magnificent shot from Surya. His fourth boundary. He's just been timing it beautifully today. And look at that one, just pure placement. Not overhitting it or looking to whack it. Just guiding it into the gap and letting this lightning pass outfield do the rest of the work. Last ball of the power play. And it's a great start for ASU up to this point. Pulled over straight for long on for a single. So an interesting power play this. No wickets lost, but they've not got off the blocks either very quickly. The end of 3, the Sunday was 26 for no loss. They need 94 from 7 overs at around 13 and a half and over. We have a really, really interesting next passage of play coming up. In 3. New bowler in and home. Oh, and he slides down right there, but misses the plate because the batter. They come through for a quick single. Interesting to see how the Sunballs approach the next phase of this game. He's got all 10 wickets in hand. Have a lot of quality batters to come. Like the Bihan. They have the batting. Driven on the up. Into the gap. And that races away to the point boundary. So another 4. This time for the captain, Yash, who wants to 11 with that shot. Full and wide. Angling it away. The batter just losing the pace and the angle. Got it over a point, and there was no one back there to stop that. The bowler changing angle coming around the wicket, probably trying to angle it into the batter. Oh, that's gone up in the air. I don't think it's got enough on it. It lands short of the fielder, and it comes through for a single. I think Surya back on strike. ball looked to be close. Was there a bit of bat maybe? Foul ball on the stumps. Maybe sliding down leg potentially, but a fair shot from the bowling side. They take the back over Georgia Tech. Just continues to drive that asking rate up. It's close to 14s now. Placing the outside straight to the fielder. Can't dissect the fielder, find the gap, and it's another dot. Just 7 runs off this over so far. That's the end of the over in fact. Just 7 off of it. Pulling it over from home. And LSU at the end of 4. 33 from their last. They need 87 from the last 6. At 13.5. But with all the 10 wickets in hand, you wouldn't bet against them doing it. It's a very well-placed game at the moment. Outside the fielder stumbles, but he gets it. Come back for 2. It's a great start, but they need to get a move on pretty fast. The asking rate continue to rise. Slap over the covers. There's the boundary they needed. Foul ball, wide out to that stump. And he gets underneath it and shovels it over the extra cover fielder before. Much needed boundary there. And CCL provides it. Excellent shot. He's been batting brilliantly. Very well in the regionals as well. Showcases his skills in the collegiate cup too. How does the bowler respond? He's under pressure early on in the over. Short ball, down right. The deputies missed down on that one, I think. Just need to pick it up over fine right. Get the boundary, but he just got hurried by the pace of that. Bowler running again. It's drilled straight to the long on fielder. They keep it down to 1. Running in again, getting over the wicket to the left-hander. Well, slams down leg, the keeper can't get to it. And that's just 3 runs, 5 bonus runs for the batting side. Much needed for them though. They're sparring behind the gold again. So it's 75-32 though. They need to start going for it from now, especially with 10 wickets in hand. They have the license to go after it, and both the batters need to just take on every ball at the moment. Swung on up in the air. That goes over third man, and it races away to the boundary. Is this the over Arizona State was looking for to propel this chase? Aiming it wide out the left-hander again. And he smashes it and gets it away to the third man boundary. It's a massive over this. Already 16 off of it with a ball to go. Just what ASU wanted. Brings them quite right down below 14, but it's still a lot of work to be done. They still have all their 10 wickets in hand though. That's the good part for them. Angling it away this time. Yash not able to put back to ball. Still good over for the batting side. 16 off of it. It's 49 for the Rockets at the halfway point. The ASU Sun Devils need 71 in 5 overs if they like to go 2-2 here in the Collegiate Cup. For no less than 5. 71 needed in 30. Heading towards a really close finish. Moving to go a second over. Cuts down the track, goes to his long off. Goes on the bounce to him. Brings up the 50 for ASU. Into the 6th over. Have their work cut out for the next 5 overs here. They have 2 set batters in the middle though. Have an understanding of the conditions, which is good. But the required rate is pretty high. I'm really interested to see how this game unfolds from here. Georgia Tech has played a very, very good game of cricket so far. They've kept these 2 ASU openers in check for the most part. Gotta say, they're probably ahead in this game currently. That's up in the air. And right as I say that, Surya deposits one over long on for 6. Excellent shot. Much needed maximum back. Steps down the track. It straight of long on for the maximum. They needed that, and they need a lot more of that. 63 from 26 now. Florida moves to 33 with this first maximum of the game. not surely looking to get it there at all. Look to go to a leg side. Seems to hit the edge of the bat and still somehow go to the boundary. This shows again how fast this outfield is. Anything past the inner ring is racing away. But 10 off the last 2 deliveries. Oh, that's up in the air. Forward back down the outside. And once again, ball racing away, but still able to track this one down. And they come back to 2. Right. 57 needed 4 overs. We're headed towards a thrilling finish in Broward County between these two great sides. What a thrilling match we're seeing. If you're enjoying today's match, consider supporting the Collegiate Cricket League. The donations help cover streaming, production, facilities, and student media opportunities that make this coverage possible. We're so grateful to our sponsors, and we greatly appreciate your support to help us grow. And if you'd love to help us grow and help offer your support, check out www.collegiatecricket.com. That is www.collegiatecricket.com. And just as we're talking, we see the first wicket fall for ASU. And it's the captain, Yash, who has the walk back for 17. Couldn't quite get going here. But maybe it's not the worst thing for ASU, as it brings behind to the middle, who's been magnificent for them. Just hit sixes for fun, and to have him out there kindly is definitely something they would like. They need a bunch of maximums here. Required rates close to 15. They have to try and chase this down. They're going to need maximums on regular intervals. But maybe not the worst thing that they would get from. Skipper getting skipper though. And it's 57 off 23. Towards the right side, but straight to the fielder. Some excellent open play so far. Just one ball. Run away, all the way for six. And he does find the boundary. Much needed shot back from Soria. And he makes a 45 with that ball. Short ball, too short. And he quickly walks onto the back foot and slaps it over the cow corner for six. His second six of the innings. Not to think he has to stick around to the very end for LSU to chase this total down. 50 from 19 now. This game is poised extremely well. Ball over. Short again. Straight down the ground. And goes to the boundary. A stunning into the over from Soria. 6 and a 4 to end it. Makes it 11 off the over. And now the Sun Devils 76 for 1 and 7. They need 46 from the last 3 overs. What a thrilling finish we're headed towards. Soria 1 short of a 50 now. But that means little to him, I think, in the context of the game. He's looking for his next 46, and rightfully so. A thrilling last 3 overs coming up. Over in the context of the game. 44 from 17. Behind on strike. Run away! Way over the boundary. That is a huge six. Slightly on the shorter side there from home. And Behind has absolutely picked the bones out of that and sent it way back. And he doesn't even need to look at it. Knew from the moment left the bat that it was only going one direction. All the way for six. That is a huge hit. Not only the six, it's that Behind has got going with that maximum. This is dangerous on the back for Georgia Tech. 38 from 16 with 2 very dangerous batters out there. Running it again. Oh, he's going for it. It's a corner bobber. And it's taken by Lauderhill. 6 and a half of Behind, and that is a big wicket. Behind is one of the strongest batters on this LSU team. And he's gone cheaply after hitting 1-6. An excellent pressure catch in the deep from the captain of Georgia Tech. And a much needed breakthrough from home. Behind's gone for 9. It's 82 for 2. They need another 38 from the last 15 balls. As Abdul walks back on strike. One short of what would be a terrific half-century. Foul ball. It's a and it's taking it on the boundary line. A terrific catch on the boundary. And Florida, the set batter, is gone for 49. Oh, what a breakthrough. The foul ball, full toss, going to be hit. Just didn't get the elevation though. Was flat and a terrific catch on the deep middle boundary. Holding his nose, being around where the boundary line is, and just a brilliant catch to get rid of the dangerous Soria. Does that the match now? Soria going for 49. That's 83-3. Moving on to 37 now. 13 balls. Exciting to monitor. Seven and 2 overs. Atindra into the attack. Oh, swinging a nice whipping the turn lines, getting bounces and a top ball. From 11, Abdul. He's shown that he can hit some big hits. He's gonna have to go right now here. The punch time has come. But it's not going to be easy against the bowler of the quality of Atindra. He's been good for Georgia Tech so far. Full ball, smeared into the offside. He's found a gap, I think. The fielder comes around to it and keeps it to 2. Gets Abdul back on strike though. 35 from 10 to win. Atindra running in again, 35 from 10. No timing on that whatsoever, and it just goes down to long on for a single. Aditya back on strike with that one, 34 from 9. It's looking really tough now for ASU to pull this one off. Can they somehow find a couple of boundaries in these last 3 balls and get it to a reasonable last over target? Full ball, another brilliantly executed wide line Yorker. This is death bowling at its finest from Atindra. Right on the tram line, that one. That's exactly where you'd want to deliver a wide line Yorker. And another dot, just 3 runs off the first 4 balls. This is brilliant. They need the maximum here. They need it. It's now or never for ASU. You are not hitting a maximum against that, though. This is execution at its finest from Atindra. Wide line Yorker, and he's nailing it on each occasion. There's nothing much as a batter you can do about that. And what a penultimate over. Game on the line. We saw a brilliant one from Anirudh of UNC in the last game, taking a hat trick. This is very impressive in its own right as well. Just 4 runs off the penultimate over. Last ball. Can he finish it well? Oh, this one's lofted. How far has it gone? It's gone all the way for 6. Misses the Yorker by a sliver. And that's all Abdul needs to take it over the extra cover boundary for 6 and provide his team a glimmer of hope going into the last over. Still a brilliant over that from Atindra. 10 off of it. ASU 93 for 3 and 9. They need 27 off the last over. We've seen it happen before at the Collegiate Cricket League. Can we see it again? .27 to win off the final one. It's not over yet, folks. Can we see a miraculous finish? Aditya on strike, 27 from 6. A full ball flayed into the leg side. There is deep mid-wicket though, and it'll just be 1. That gets Abdul on strike though. 26 from 5 to win. Right. Need a boundary every ball pretty much. Abdul on strike. Goes over covers. There's a boundary. Not quite a 6, but a 4 will do for now. And it keeps them alive just about. 22 from 4 now. Full ball, wide outside off stump. Smacked over the infield. Is it too little too late is the question though. 22 from 4. Needs 3 6s and a 4 or 4 6s. That's the only options Abdul has. Oh, he goes. Does he have enough? He doesn't. A brilliant catch taken at long on by the skipper. And Abdul's gone. And that should just about do it. Full ball in the slot again. There to be hit. Abdul goes for it. But a terrific catch under pressure yet again from the skipper, Parth. And that should just about seal it. What a performance this has been from Georgia Tech. The ASU Sun Devils, who were unbeaten in the Western Championship and won a comfortable game against the George Washington University today, are going down to a Georgia Tech team which is believed put up a good score on the board and look like they're defending it. Brilliant showing this from Georgia Tech. They lost their first game against the University of Pittsburgh as well. So they're coming off a loss, mind you. But they've put in a brilliant performance here against a really, really solid side. 22 from 3 now. and just punch down the ground. It's pretty much all over. They know they've won it, Georgia Tech. Just 2 balls remaining. A stunning performance from this Georgia Tech side. Especially after losing the first game. It takes a lot to be able to come back and put in a performance like this. They've ticked all the boxes. They've been terrific with the ball. Excellent with the bat earlier on. And in the field, they've taken some really good high-pressure catches. And they deserve to win this game. Flicked away into the leg side. It'll just be one. As far as ASU is concerned, well, just a bad game, I guess they think. Just gave up too many with the ball. 78 runs off the last 5 overs. They had Georgia Tech on the mats at 41 for 2 and 5 and just let it slip. And just a few too many runs to chase in the end. And that's all. A wicket to end the game. Cleans up the batter. And a magnificent performance from Georgia Tech, beating the Western champions ASU by 19 runs. Put up a good total on the board, 119. And they've defended it quite comfortably in the end, restricting a strong ASU batting lineup to just 100 to get their first win of the Collegiate Cup. A 19-run victory and a terrific performance at that to get their first win and consign the ASU Sun Devils to their first loss of the Collegiate Cup. A brilliant performance, everyone chipping in with the bat and all the bowlers doing their bit as well. A collective team effort from Georgia Tech leading them to their first victory. For the batting of ASU, Surya was the linchpin with 49 runs, but no one else really getting going. And the bowlers of Georgia Tech, Athena was brilliant in the death. Ohm, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 2 crucial wickets. Parth with a wicket as well. A terrific all-round display from Georgia Tech, leading them to a 19-run victory. We'll be back with the next game very shortly. Stay tuned. We have some cracking games coming up today still in the Collegiate Cup.